What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of What Are the Odds Pod, man. It's your host, JMX, my co-host, Ryan. Hey, man, week one of the preseason wrapped up in the books. Football's officially back, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, it just feels just beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I don't even care that it's preseason. Like, this just felt better than pretty much anything I've seen sports-wise since the NFL ended, bro. And that's including the NBA. I mean, this weekend of football was just, oh my God, bro. I don't got words to explain it. But before we get into everything, Ryan, man, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I won't stand for the Halliburton slander, though. That man went crazy in the playoffs.
No. Tyrese was entertaining. Shout out to my boy, man.
But, yeah, I've been doing all right. I've just been making videos, doing my thing, chilling.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all I gotta say is shout out to Hunter Renfro, bro. Dude's a dog. But yeah, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got a lot of mixed feelings about this preseason weekend in terms of just what actually went down on the field. I'm glad the NFL is back, but I know my team, had a lot of controversy. But I will say overall, though, it was a good week. It was a good weekend of football. Starting off, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's start off with the one and only Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. Really the talk of really everything. Like, I know leading up to the game, they announced him as a starter. There was a lot of things, reports of people saying that the Browns were trying to set him up to fail. It was just a lot of narratives going on, and I ain't gonna lie, the Browns did just kind of throw him in the fire a little bit. But I mean, hey man, he handled it real well. He played, didn't he play dinner? Yeah, he played like for sure the first three quarters. I don't know if he got in the fourth that much, but he played majority of the game. And he played really well. The Browns won the game 30-10. Shedeur, was 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. He had a passer rating of 106.8 and a completion percentage of 60.9. Before I give my take, Ryan, man, how'd you feel about your boy Shedeur's debut? Talk to me.
Man, I thought he played great. Obviously, I don't think he played perfect, but, I mean, first game, rookie quarterback. Preseason, kind of like you hinted at least in my opinion, just kind of tossed out there. I thought he balled out. I kind of thought at the beginning of the game he kind of started off slow. He even admitted that he felt like he started off slow, but especially in that second quarter. I mean, if you want to call it a dumb throw or not, I really don't care. He was rolling to his left, hit that first touchdown in between 2 or 3 defenders, perfect window. Like if it was anywhere else, it would have been a pick or batted down. It was on the money though. It was perfect. Again, it is preseason against second, third string players, against starters. You might not be able to make that throw, but pressure was never a thing that you had to worry about with him. At least in my opinion, I thought he definitely could handle the pocket a little bit better. He even at Colorado, he was kind of shaky. He didn't really know when to get rid of the ball. He kind of held on to the ball a little bit too much sometimes, but he always stood in there and just took the hard hit if he had to deliver the ball. And yeah, again, there was some bad throws that he made. Yeah, again, he's a rookie in his first game in the preseason, but overall as a collective, I mean, I would give him like an 8.5 out of 10 for his performance. I thought he played solid, especially in that second quarter. But what about yourself?
Man, that touchdown he had to I think it was the first one to Caden Davis where he threw it in between like 3 guys. That was an insane fucking throw. And I will say, for given what they tried to do to him, I think he handled that very well. I think he went out there and he, most definitely showed up. He showed out. He didn't like I said, he didn't turn the ball over, bro. And he 14 for 23 isn't bad, bro. Like I said, he really overexceeded my expectations. I didn't think he was gonna go out there and play that good. But he did just that, bro. I mean, he balled out, honestly. He gave everything good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, they played him, they stuck him in. They don't usually play guys the whole rookie games. They didn't really have nobody else to go to besides Tyler Huntley. And he came in and he had a nice little touchdown drive, whatever. But I mean, bro, Shedeur Sanders was balling. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He is the best quarterback on this roster. Let's not get it twisted. Just because this man was a 5th round pick, whatever, 4th, 5th round pick, forgot what he was at this point, because it's just downright like it's just outright ridiculous. He's the best quarterback on his roster, bro, and the Browns know it, but they just don't want to accept it yet. They're gonna do everything in their power to probably not start this man unless he just continues to go out and just absolutely ball out in the preseason to show that, bro, I'm the best quarterback y'all got. Like, roll with me, bro. This is gonna be a dumpster fire. And I'm glad he went out there and he was humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he went out there was humble and he just played his game, man. And he made some really good plays in this one. Obviously, he took, some sacks, but I think overall, like, it was a lot of good things to look at.
Yeah, again, I thought it was a really really solid performance. Um, Again, especially you could tell once he got comfortable, he started making some throws that you kind of saw out of him from college. Like you could kind of tell in that first quarter. It's not that he was like uncomfortable. The rhythm just wasn't there. He even admitted that he was very like disappointed with the way he started.
Yeah.
Um, Even in that third quarter, towards like the end of his playing time, you could tell that it was a little bit of the same at the beginning of the first quarter. But again, I mean, I think out of all the rookie quarterbacks, and we're going to get into him here in a little bit, I thought he had the best weekend personally. Again, I also think I think I said it on the when we did the draft episode. I think he's the best quarterback, and this is no hate towards like Cam Ward or anybody, but I think he's the best quarterback from the draft. So for him to fall to the fifth round, I think it's crazy. Obviously, there's probably reasons for it, but even if they're not fair reasons,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, dude, I think he's gonna be a fucking stud for him for whoever if he ends up getting cut from the Browns somehow or gets traded or if he's the Browns starting quarterback. I agree with you. I think he's the best quarterback on the team. Excuse me. I think he's the best quarterback on the team. I think Flacco will start week 1, but
It's ridiculous, bro.
I think he's the best. He was balling. I'm not just trying to overreact to this one preseason game. I'm excited to see how he does against Philly in the second week. But I mean, dude, if you playing like this, again, I understand it's preseason, it's against second, third string players and all that. But again, if he playing like this, and if he the fourth string quarterback, man, I want to see the other three. Because if he the fourth string playing like this, man, you're the first, second, and third better be great. They better be fantastic, bro. If he the fourth string quarterback, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, and I just want to say, bro, what they doing to this man is crazy. It's disrespectful. I mean, it really just is disrespectful, bro. This man should, bro, like, come on. Like, it's just disrespectful. The fact that he is even in the run possibility and cut traded is crazy. It to me is just insane. But yeah, man. Shout out to Shedeur. He really balled out. Moving on, I'm gonna talk about the next rookie quarterback real quick. The Giants. I watched this whole preseason game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a damn good game. Giants beat the Bills 34-25, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The story of this game was all the quarterbacks besides Russell Wilson. But I will say I thought it was really good to see Jaxson Dart. He balled out, bro, in my opinion. To me, he was my most slept on quarterback in the draft. I had him, I think, ranked the third best QB. I did. 12 for 19, a buck 54, and a touchdown. Passer rating of 106. Completion percentage was actually can't find that. His completion percentage was 63%. I ain't gonna lie, he looked really good. He made some really good throws. He stood in there and made some dots. He had one good throw to a receiver I shall not name. He did have a really good completion there. But I I stand by what I said. At some point, he's gonna be the starter for this team, and I think him and Brian Daboll are gonna have a really good connection. And I think he's the guy that's gonna save Brian Daboll's job. I don't think they're gonna have a crazy season. I had them winning like 2 games. Obviously, that's just subjective to the talent they have on a roster for record predictions and everything like that. But I definitely think Jaxson Dart is going to show some flashes this season, and it's going to keep Brian Daboll his job. I think he's the quarterback that Brian Daboll have been looking for. He got stuck with Daniel Jones. They didn't take a quarterback in the stack draft, so he just rolled with the punches, and now he's stuck with Jaxson Dart. And I think it'll be a good fit for Brian Daboll and the company and the team itself because he he's a really accurate quarterback. I think he does have to work on a few things. Just rookie stuff, honestly. But I really like what I saw, and I'm not surprised by it because Brian Daboll overall is a good coach. I think the Giants is just terrible. But like he's shown, bro, like he's shown what he's capable of, man.
Yeah, again, I agree with with most of what you said. Besides the receiver that you won't name,
Oh
uh,
my God,
Lil Jordan Humphrey. I mean,
Jesus Christ!
man, that shit was a dot too, and he.
I'm glad he scored though, and I ain't
I
gonna
don't
cut
think
you
you
off.
are.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, because he needs to do whatever he can to make this team. Because I was telling you, if he gets cut, he's gonna end back in Denver. I swear to God, if Lil Jordan Humphrey is on my team going into next season, he better keep balling out, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep doing you, LJH. Bro. I want you to ball out, man. This game go for 3 touchdowns. Let's make it to where it's a lock, where you don't give them a choice. Because if he gets cut, he will be back on my team. And I'm telling you right now, Ryan, I'm gonna lose my bro. Y'all don't want to see my reaction to the Broncos. The Broncos have signed free agent wide receiver Lil Jordan Humphrey. I'm going to lose my fucking shit. But keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to make a video about that whenever he gets re-signed. But yeah, no, dude, I agree. I think some of the throws, like I saw a lot of people criticizing him for um, a lot of like the short throws, a lot of like the dump offs, a lot of the almost like the plays just to get the quarterback comfortable. That's how I feel. Like some of these screens, some of these little dump off passes to the running back. Um, I saw a lot of people criticizing him for that. Of like the stat sheet was inflated by those, and it's like, man, you're just trying to get a rookie quarterback comfortable, especially in his first game. Something that was really telling to me is I think he's third on the depth chart, but he came in second after us, and yeah, and then Jameis came in third. And Jameis is second on the depth chart, and then DeVito came in fourth. But yeah, dude, that throw down the sideline was crazy. Again, there's some things that he could work on. There was some bad plays that he had, but again, he's a rookie quarterback. At the end of the day, in his first game, I thought he balled out for being a rookie in his first preseason game.
Facts.
I thought he played pretty solid. But yeah. Also, real
Yeah.
quick, somebody I do want to give a shout out to in the previous game, Tedderolo McMillan.
Yeah.
That catch he had on the sideline, granted,
Was crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. Him and Bryce, I think they're going to be a really good connection.
I think so too.
He did drop a pass in the end zone that was like, I just don't think him and Bryce were on the same page. But yeah, I think if they can get that connection even stronger, like you can really tell. I think it was Nico Elite Takes. I think he was. I mean, I think he made a video about it. It was either him or it was somebody else, but I think it was him. Um, about like the anticipation that Bryce already had, and it was like Bryce could just feel him out so well, and knew exactly what he was running, and Ted just wasn't on the same page as him. But if they can get on the same page, like. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to give a shout out to him before we completely moved on. But
Yeah, nah, man. Shout out to Bryce and Ted. I actually hope the Panthers do well this season. Going on to the next, and I do want to take a little side track from rookie quarterbacks. Um, Anthony Richardson, Ryan, bro. This man here, Anthony Richardson. I don't know. I mean, you guys, everybody saw it, bro. Bro, this man, bro. We talking about day stuff though. Like every former QB, every former analyst, whatever you want to call it, said that this man, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We see quarterbacks make these plays. Like we see teams call that play so often, bro, where it's literally just the quarterback. All you gotta do is either some quarterbacks take a little one step out like this and just do like a sidearm throw to the back. It's a play design to either go to the hitch route or the flat. And Anthony Richardson decides to look for the go route on the left side of the field. And this man gets lit up. His brother got hit so bad. This man, Pinky, bro, was like, oh my God, that was some nasty work. That reminded me when Kobe, that's just nasty. But man, what are your thoughts? Man, do you think there's any hope for Anthony Richardson? Like, do you think there's anything the Colts can do to get this man ready to be anything of what he was supposed to be?
yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna have to. I mean, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to get better somehow. But dude, I don't know. I don't know, because I really liked Richardson coming out of the draft, and like for him to be a project, because that was the whole thing around him is he was a project, and like it was based off of his potential, and like he's just been dealing with too many injuries, and just he just really hasn't gotten the play time. So he going into his third season, and essentially this is the year of like, I do all the pressure's on you. You haven't really gotten as much experience as you probably would have liked, and as much play time as you would have liked. But the reality of the situation is like, this is it. This is it for you in Indy. I mean, they brought in Daniel Jones as a backup,
And
and
you still haven't convincingly won the job.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
it's the preseason that started, bro. You should beat him in a landslide. This brother was the starting quarterback and got cut mid-season.
yeah. I don't
Man,
know. I don't know. Again, you can see some of the flash plays and the potential with him. It's just like, I do think part of it is just he hasn't gotten enough play time, and like
no.
part of it is just he might not have it. Like,
Bro, I'm past it, bro. After seeing that video that somebody made, I forgot who it was, that this man here, they have been and shout out to this man father, bro. He a real one. They've been selling this bill of goods on potential. This man whole football career, bro. That man, bro, and I'm not a stat guy. Your stats, but bro, we talking about high school. Your stats weren't cold in high school? Bro, this man here, you you weren't that you weren't elite in high school. You weren't elite in college. So you mean to tell me your whole career, damn near, you have been banking on your potential? And then we get into the league, bro. Shane Steichen, I'm gonna say this for people who don't know. Shane Steichen is a great bro. Yeah, he's like a mini Kevin O'Connell. He's gonna squeeze all the talent out of a quarterback that there is to do. Like Shane, he did it with Flacco for the little bit he had him. He did it with Gardner Minshew, who was the quarterback that they because then they make wasn't there Matt Ryan? Or no, I think that's Frank Wright. No, it was somebody before Minshew. Who was before Minshew? Or was it just Minshew?
I don't know. I mean, I know Minshew almost led him to the playoffs.
I can't remember who it was, man. Um, I might just be thinking about Minshew because I think after Minshew it was just Richardson. But just in general, bro, we seen this man with the Eagles be a great mind. I still think he is. He can't do shit with Anthony Richardson, bro. This man, I was watching his film today, bro. His all 22 on some of the throws he was making last year in the regular season. Bro, this dude here, his timing is terrible. His anticipation is terrible. His reads are terrible. Accuracy ain't anything to write home about. And I'm not even hating on the brother. I want him to succeed. The game I went to last year when I saw this man play, Ryan, you saw the videos. This man fumbled the read option snap, directly snapped to him, by the way. He was throwing the worst passes, and he checked out of the game. All I'm gonna say about Anthony Richardson is this: I don't know if they can help him. I want him to be good. I hope he's good because I was a big Anthony Richardson guy going into the draft. I'm like, if this dude can develop, he could be something special. Bro, it has been a disaster. The only reason why it ain't been talked about that much is because he's an indie. It's crazy, bro. This man, we talking about day one. This man staring off the go route. He's done. If you watch the film from just his dropbacks in this preseason game, he's staring off the go route every time. Balls are late. He ain't throwing it when the receiver breaking off the route. He don't know when it's man coverage or zone coverage. It's bad, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. The number 4 overall pick. Come on, bro. This man ain't got no passing. Like some throws he can make, bro. But like for your passing intangibles to be this bad, bro. You've been had 3 years in this program with the same coach. I don't know, man. Take it away.
I mean, there really ain't nothing else to say. I mean, again, I still got some sort of faith in his potential, but I'm a little more optimistic about people turning stuff around than you are. Where I'm more just not ready to admit someone's actually like, not it. Where like you a little more honest and blunt about it, which is fine. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
I give you 2 seasons, bro.
Hmm. See, like I understand. Like I think if you haven't shown any flashes in like 2 seasons, it's like all right, like you might not be it. And like for him, it's just like the injury factor. Like he has been hurt, but also I understand what you're saying of like because I'm seeing some of the same things as you are. You know, obviously I'm not watching like film on him and all 22 and all
His
that, but
film is atrocious.
mhm.
But keep going. It's bad, bro.
It's just like man, you that big, you that fast, you that strong, and like you have like there were some throws. I think one of them might have been against Houston. I think it might have been the game that you were there. I could be wrong, but he
No,
threw
yeah,
he threw a
it was the
bomb to Alex Pierce.
no. I know what you're talking about. But that's all he got.
Mm-hmm.
That's why his reads. He's looking at the go ball. He is only looking at the go ball. That is a problem, man. Like, bro, you. I know that's your strong suit, bro. And I think Josh Allen man had this problem. But my thing is, bro, this man has no intangibles as a passer. And look, here's what I'll say: is this is mental. I don't think it has anything to do with his talent. I think this is all just mental. Like you not going through your reads right, staring down the go ball too long, not throwing with anticipation, like not knowing what the design play is for. It's so it, bro. You're throwing the objective is for you to get the ball out quick. Why are you staring down the opposite side of the field? You know the play is empty protection. It's empty protection. It's two guys against three. You know someone coming, bro. That's my thing is, bro. They from what Chase down they say, bro, they teach you this day one. I don't play football, so I'm not gonna sit here and say I do and I don't know what they teach you day one, but they teach you this in day one, bro. From what they said, bro. I know people who play football. They like, bro, we learned this shit in high school. Empty protection, get the ball out quick. It's bad, bro. I don't know what they gonna do because the season's a wash. Because you gonna go with Daniel Jones? Oh, bro.
I mean, they were never going to be competitive this year, anyways.
But bro, like, because I'm gonna tell you what they gonna do. They gonna overreact and fire Steichen.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think their defense is going to be solid, and I think their run game will be solid. They got some solid pieces in the receiving core.
Yeah,
It really is the quarterback,
bro.
and I
It's
agree with you. I could see
any
it. I could
any
see
young
it.
quarterback would love to be in Indy. Tyler Warren, Pittman, Downs, Alec Pierce, A.D. Mitchell, Jonathan Taylor, a top what 10, 12 offensive line
Yeah, again, and the defense is solid
with
too.
an average defense.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, y'all in a weak division,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Come on, man. This is a quarterback's dream. You got 5 good wide receivers, a good tight end, running back, an all-pro guard. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah. No, back to the play though. I agree with you though. I mean, he's got to see that. He's got to see that, and it is simple stuff. And I mean, he paid for it at the end of the day. I mean, dislocated his finger, but
I think Sheiken has done everything he can do. Now I could be wrong, and I'll bite the bullet if I'm wrong. If this man goes
mm,
out there and he's that damn good, if he can flip a switch, which I just think that would be one of the craziest turnarounds in NFL history if he does. I just don't see it. But yeah, man. Let I had to just comment on that because that is just insane to me. Moving on. It is, bro. You over there laughing. It's just crazy, bro. Like,
no, I'm laughing because we talk more about Anthony Richardson than we did Shedeur Sanders, and I
bro,
figured
it's
that's who we
just
would talk about the most.
yeah, it's just crazy, bro. That shit right there was like, bro, what? Like I was man, I was hoping he's gonna go out there and ball out. But going on to the next the number one overall pick, which I do want to point out before we get into him, he is so disrespectful. So disrespected as a number one pick. It reminds me of Trayvon Walker, who no one legit talks about in the NFL. And this man was the number one pick in the whole goddamn draft a few years ago. But that's just another topic for another day. But shout out to Cam Ward, man. He played how many did he play? One?
I think he played 2 drives, 1 or 2.
Let's see. He played 2 drives. One of them went for a touchdown drive. Um, yeah, man. Shout out to Cam Ward. I thought he was solid. 5 for 8, 67 yards. Um, my main thing with him was just the way he was going through his progressions. I think that was a big thing for me. Brian Callahan, you can tell, has done a good job with him. I'm kind of reminding me of like Bo Nix, how Bo Nix kind of started out a little bit, go through your progressions, kind of take what the defense gives you a little bit, and then the big plays will come naturally. And I think that's what they're going to do with Cam Ward. I just hate that. I think his rookie season is going to be very similar to Bo Nix. They have a really defensive minded schedule for their first few games of the season. Um, the Broncos, the Rams, the Texans, and I mean the Colts. So I think those first 4 games are going to be extremely tough for him. Kind of similar to Bo. I think we played the Jets. Yeah, it was the Seahawks, Steelers, Jets, and the Buccaneers. All defensive, really minded teams. I mean, the Rams just have a solid defense, but you get my point. I'm saying it's 4 really tough defenses for a rookie to go up against. Um, but I look, I like what I saw. I think it's definitely there. I like the connection between him and Calvin. Really, I think that's going to be a really good tandem for him in his rookie season. I think Todd, because I don't know, I think Tajay Spears did get hurt in this game. Did he get hurt?
Yeah, I think he sprained his ankle.
Yeah, something like that. But once he comes back, he's gonna be really good. But Tony Potter looked okay. But yeah, man, I think his two biggest targets or I think some of the two most important people in this offense for Cam Ward is gonna be Calvin Ridley and Tajay Spears, just because of how dynamic Tajay is as a passer. I mean, a pass catcher. I think that's gonna be the bread, like the and I would say Chiggy too. I think those three are going to be really, really key for him. I think Tyler Lockett is just there, kind of a veteran presence. He'll be pretty solid, Gunnar Helm and everything like that. But I think those 3 guys are going to be really key for how Cam Ward does, and just his success moving forward.
I really liked, again. He's a rookie. He was trying to kind of test some stuff out. I really like that one throw that he had where it was to the receiver on the sideline, and he like layered it over the corner perfectly. Granted, he did almost throw a pick, but again, it's just like him testing what he can and can't do. I mean, it's the NFL compared to college, you know. But he had one play where it was perfect. It was a beautiful pass, like right over the fingertips of the corner, right to the sideline, perfect pass, everything. Another one was the crosser to Calvin Ridley. That was a really nice pass. People are just gonna look at the box score and be like, "Oh, he didn't have the most yards. He didn't put up a touchdown. He also took care of the ball. He didn't turn the ball over at all. Um, let him down there to get the touchdown." And yeah, man, I think that pretty solid rookie preseason performance. Yeah, again, it was just those 2 throws for me. Like, it was really that one where he layered it over the corner. That was like he had that touch, and kind of like you hinted at. Like, he didn't look frazzled. He wasn't panicking, nothing. He was just chilling back there, just taking what the defense was giving him. Yeah, again, I thought he had a solid performance.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cam Ward, bro. But I do like what I'm seeing. I just think the first few weeks for him is gonna be brutal. Going against Denver week 1 in Denver. Oh shit. Nick Bonito, boy. Ooh, we're gonna talk about him in a little minute, bro. But yeah, going on to the next rookie quarterback. Who we got up next? Tyler Show. He played today. By the way, the Titans lost that game for you guys who didn't catch it. But yeah, man. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tyler Show had a very up and down day. Very up and down. Uh, I wasn't the biggest, fan of the day, but he showed a little bit of some. The Saints did lose this game 13-27. The Chargers just beat the brakes off of these boys. I mean, it was rough. Tyler Show 15 for 22, a buck 65, a touchdown and an interception. One of his interceptions did go for a pick six. Um, my thoughts on him was, he had the great play, yeah, and it was to Mason Tipton. I think I I don't know about Tyler Show. That's just I've always been that way. I think it's really hit or miss with him, and I'm leaning kind of towards miss because he was going against the Chargers like fourth string, third stringers, and he was throwing pick sixes. But I'm not gonna overreact to this, the preseason and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know how. I don't know if Kellen Moore. I'm not sold on that duo, Kellen Moore and Tyler Show. It just not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if that can do well. I just don't think Tyler Show is that guy. But definitely we're gonna have to see. But like I said, he showed some promise that he wasn't all just bad. People gonna just show the pick six and be like, man, he was terrible. Nah, man, he definitely made some good plays. But yeah. But I'm just saying overall, like what I took from this game was I'm just not 100% convinced on this tandem going into the season. I think it's gonna be really rough for them.
Yeah, it kind of gives me some sort of like thought of. I mean, he might be like the bridge quarterback to the real quarterback that they'll get next year's draft or the year after that.
Yeah.
Uh, again, I thought he played all right. I thought obviously the pick six is going to be the play, kind of like you said. Everyone's going to talk about. I mean, the touchdown. The receiver he was pretty open, but I mean, shit, he still hit it too on the money. If anything, the receiver looked like he almost dropped it. Um, and again, he was making some throws that, like, they were
Mhm.
solid throws. It was just really that pick six that's like, bro, what are we doing? Like you were throwing that, and then obviously for them to get up and run it back. If it was just a pick, we might not be talking about it as much. But the fact that it's a pick six, and it's the fact that the Saints passed on Shedeur, who had a great week or a great game, I should say. Um, I mean, obviously a bunch of other teams passed on Shedeur, but I feel like that was really like no matter
Yeah,
what.
that was a crazy one. That was
Yeah,
fucking insane.
people are always gonna compare him to Shedeur, no matter what. It's always gonna be compared to Shedeur. So
Yeah,
yeah,
facts.
again, I thought the performance was solid. The pick six is obviously gonna look terrible, but and I'm not defending that. It was a bad throw. It was a bad read. It was bad everything. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, moving on. I'm gonna go to the last rookie quarterback I want to talk about, Jalen Milroe. Vegas and Seattle tied in this game. Definitely was a crazy game for these two teams. Obviously, you got the Pete Carroll and Geno Smith reunion, whatever, all that. Man, that sign with Geno Smith was fucking crazy. Bro gave him the double bird. I mean, it was actually crazy. But yeah, man, Jalen Milroe. I'm gonna let you go first on this, man. What did you think of Jalen Milroe's performance? 6 for 10, 61 yards. Had 38 yards on the ground as well.
yeah, man, he was a little bit shaky. Like you could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit uneasy. But also, I feel like once he kind of settled in, like he was making some solid plays, like But then there was some parts towards the end of the game where it was like I felt like he should have came up with something, if it was with his legs or some sort of completion to kind of extend the drive and possibly win him the game. There was one play where he was rolling out to the right, and again, it is against other like non-starters, but I mean, shit, he not starting either. So he like rolled out to the right, and he hit someone on the move, and it was a perfect throw. And it was just like the speed. I mean, that's obviously nothing to be questioned with him, but it was like the speed on his ability just to get out there and like it was like he was jogging and he was outrunning the edge.
Hmm.
But again, obviously there were some things that he could have cleaned up a little bit. But I mean, I think he played what, like a drive or two. I think he played like two drives, and the numbers aren't gonna pop out to you. He didn't play great. He didn't play bad. It was just kind of whatever. I think his name is Cam Miller on the other side for the Raiders. I thought he had a pretty solid performance as well. I mean, he led him down there. I believe to either tie. I think it was to tie the game. Threw a touchdown down the right sideline, and it was perfect. Um, I thought he had a pretty solid performance too. But I mean, we're not talking about him right now. We're talking about Jalen Milroe. But yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, Miller, he was solid. He was cool. I mean, again, his legs have never been the question. It's always been his arm. So, and the
Facts.
decision making.
I could see I thought he was okay from what I was expecting. I thought he kind of overexceeded what I was expecting a little bit. Um I think you if you can build around him the right way, have him sit behind and develop as a passer, kind of like you saw what the Bills kind of did with Josh Allen his beginning seasons and what Lamar kind of did. They just fully catered to them being like running style QBs and let them go through the growing pains as a passer. Obviously, Lamar was a little different because he was behind Flacco a little bit, and then he got that whole offseason to work on it and everything like that. But I think Josh Allen, remember, he went through those growing pains as a passer, accuracy and being smart with the football. I think Milroe is going to be similar, not like, bad with the football and stuff like that, but just in terms of the development as a passer. I feel like early on, if he does come in the game, he does have to start for them. I think it's definitely going to be, you got to cater to him running the football and have him and build around that until he can develop into a top tier passer. And I think with Seattle, I think it's possible. I think you got to really have, the only obstacle in his way is not having an offensive minded head coach. I think that could be the thing in his way for in Seattle. But overall, I like what I saw. I like how he, that archetype of quarterback is very hit or miss. When it hits, it's you found boy gold. But when it's bad, it's like, yeah, he gonna be out the league in a few years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely like what I saw. I like what I saw from him on the ground. The passing wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely something he has to work on. But I think overall he played really solid, man. But I definitely think Seattle can build around him. They got a nice little young core going, and I think as he grows, they'll grow too.
Yeah, I think even this season they're gonna bring him in on certain packages, almost kind of use him how we used Fields. Like I'm pretty sure it was in Cleveland. We brought Fields in a couple times for like an obvious quarterback run type of situation, but I could see them have it like kind of implement him almost kind of like they like you. Yeah, I think you were saying with Lamar, um, his rookie year, they brought Lamar in on certain packages just to essentially run the ball. Obviously, he can throw it, and obviously Milroe can throw it if they need to. But I think that's kind of how Milroe kind of gets his feet wet a little bit, especially his rookie year. I mean, that's one thing is like he has that elite trait to be able to run the ball, especially be able to run the ball with speed and power.
Hmm.
That if they can bring him in on certain packages, especially this season, and kind of again get his feet wet, kind of get him used to the league a little bit, and then kind of develop the passing as it goes. Um, I think he'd be a solid quarterback for him. At least I'm hoping.
Facts.
I'm just like I'm assuming you are. Everyone's rooting for all of these guys. It's just the reality is not everybody can work out.
Facts. But yeah, man. Going on to the last two things we're gonna talk about, man. I'll go to my Broncos first. Broncos, man, look, we won our game 30-9. The first stringers, I just three takeaways from us. Yeah, Bo Nix didn't look good. The offense, first string offense did not look good whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was low key pissing me off. But I think overall, I'm not overreacting too much. Uh, you know, I already know what Ryan's gonna say, but look, I'm not a Cortland Sutton hater, man. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you pay a guy, but we paid him. There are certain things that are your job, certain things that you should be held accountable for, certain things that are expected of you. And I think he just sometimes doesn't hit that mark. I want to see him play better though. And my last takeaway from this game, man, was Nick Bonito. We need to pay this brother. Ryan, I don't know if you saw this game or not. I don't think you did. The second drive we got, Nick Bonito, he didn't have the best first drive. Everybody's making Twitter was overreacting. Bro, this man blew up the second drive. This man really had a sack and a half, damn near two total. Bro, this man disrupted that drive in seconds. It was like, what the fuck? Trent Williams didn't play. Boy, he tore that back up to shreds. I mean, it was disgusting work, bro. We got to pay that brother. But that's my three main takeaways from the game. Overall, though, I do like how our backups look. Stidham balled the fuck out. He may have been the best quarterback in the preseason for week one. 14 to 15, 136, two touchdowns. Hey, man, Stidham was cooking. Stop playing with Jay Stitt. Rating of 144. What was that completion percentage? Like 90%, bro? Put some respect on Stidham name, man. 93% completion percentage? What we talking about, bro? That's the best backup QB in the league, man. Tell me I'm wrong. Nah, I'm playing y'all. But yeah, nah, man. It was a game for the Broncos, man. We definitely gave that BTA to the 49ers for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw one play from the game, and I want to know what happened. I saw Bo. It was a safety or something.
So what happened on the play was Bo bailed a little bit early. J.K. Dobbins, he missed blocked on that play. Bo realized J.K. didn't block the guy coming from his blind side. So, all this man did was he bailed early. Chase Jordan, whatever dude's name was, Lucas was kind of right there in the same area. And as soon as Bo turn around, Lucas is there. He tries to throw the ball away, doesn't get to the line of scrimmage, safety. But it was just a bad play all around. Yeah, but that's the play you're talking about, motherfucker.
Man, you can't be making them plays, dude. Like I thought Bo Nix is like the next Peyton Manning, bro. Like I thought he was like the next like the
Who
next
said
GOAT.
anything about this man being
Oh
old
no,
buddy
no.
right here?
I'm not saying anybody did. Um, I just thought he was him, bro. Like, and I don't know. I mean, you're not seeing Will Howard over here taking no safety in a preseason game. That's all I gotta say.
Man, talking about some Will Howard. But yeah, man. Matter of fact, that's perfect. That's a perfect transition. Ryan, what did your Steelers do? Because it looks to me that y'all boys allowed a 70-yard field goal. Couldn't be
Man,
my team.
man, shout out to him, man. He launched the fuck out of that ball. That was crazy. That was crazy because you had texted me about it. I was already making a video about it, and you texted me after I had made it. But that was crazy. It was crazy. That's one thing about preseason. I understand like the record isn't gonna count, but like why? Like why not? I mean, you kicked a 70-yard field goal and you made it. I don't care, man. I don't care if it's the preseason, the Super Bowl. Like I don't care. I think it should count, but whatever. Yeah, the
Yeah, nah,
Steelers.
that was insane, bro. He drilled it.
He did, man.
Wow.
He could probably made it from like 73, 74. Like anyway, yeah, the Steelers, man. Kind of like you were saying about the 49ers. We put BTA. We won 31-25. Something slight.
BTA.
Yeah, BTA. But nah, it was a solid performance, especially starting offensive line on that first drive. Mason Rudolph went down there, scored a touchdown. Darnell Washington, we need to get him more involved this season. I've been saying that for years, but whatever. Offensive line looked really good, and that's kind of like been the surprising weak point. Well, not it hasn't been surprising, but it's been the weak point, and that was kind of a huge surprise for me, especially Fautanu and Broderick Jones. They were holding up pretty well. Um, I only really got to see half of the game because I'm not a network to watch the whole game. But from what I saw, again, I thought Skylar Thompson had a solid game. Mason Rudolph went down there the first drive, scored a touchdown. Again, Darnell Washington. I thought, on the other side of the ball, Travis Hunter. I thought he was pretty solid for him as well. Maybe not in the receiving game. He only got two catches, but he only got 2 targets. I thought on the defensive side he played solid. And our defense, one player I want to give a shout out to is that man Jack Sawyer. I thought he balled out personally.
He should be a bro.
Dude, he's a dog, man. He just looks like he is tough, but he just looks like he's gonna be him, bro. Like you can just tell everything he got on, the way he carries himself. Like that's just me looking at him and judging him, but like he just looks like he's gonna be a fucking dog, dude. Same thing with Peyton Wilson. I think Peyton Wilson can have a breakout season this year. But yeah, like I said, BTA, man, get Jaxson the fuck out of here. That's all I gotta say about it. Man, we win the whole thing. We win the bowl this year. I'm stamping it right now, saying it. Say it with me.
By week 7, this brother gonna be saying the season over, just like he did last season. This when y'all lost to the Browns was the funniest shit. This man came on here talking some season's over. It's the same shit,
Bro.
yeah,
When I tell you I was pissed that day, it was a Thursday night game. Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta say. We played a solid game.
yeah, man. Shout out to
That's
the Steelers. They did get the dub. Shout out to Travis Hunter, man. Saw a glimpse of how the regular season is gonna be. But I think that's it for this episode. I do got one question for you before we end it. What was it? Yeah. So, in your opinion, which rookie quarterback do you think will have the best rookie season?
I think the quarterback's gonna have the best will probably be Cam Ward. I just feel like he's gonna start every single game if he's healthy, and I just don't know if it's gonna be like that with Shedeur. I think if they all had the same opportunity of starting all 17 games, I think Shedeur would have the best. But I think it would be Cam Ward personally. What about you?
I'm gonna be different, and I'm gonna go Jackson Dart. Actually, I'm gonna go Shedeur. Let me take that back. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go Shedeur. I think bro's gonna start. He should start. If he doesn't start, it's a problem. But yeah, I think I I think Shedeur with Jerry Judy, boy. Ooh, but yeah, nah, it's gonna be a good one. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank guys for showing us some love, man. Um, yeah, man, we gonna be back to doing these a lot. Football season is back. But yeah, man, I'm your host JMX, my co-host Ryan. Till the next one, peace.